In today's video, we will be looking at 10 mysterious videos that cannot be explained. These clips show strange events that have left everyone puzzled. From weird sightings to odd encounters, these videos will make you wonder what's really going on. Let's jump in and see if you can figure out the mystery. This video was taken from a dash cam in Russia. It shows traffic moving along the road when, suddenly, a semi-trailer starts to swerve, almost hitting oncoming cars. At first, it's unclear why the truck swerves, but then the cause becomes obvious. A man wearing what looks like a lab coat appears out of nowhere. Some people think this man might be a scientist from the future who messed up a time travel experiment. Even if you don't believe that, the video is still bizarre. What's really strange is how calm he is after almost getting hit. He just turns, puts his hands in his pockets, and walks away like nothing happened. Maybe he was trying to cross the road, but why would he do that when there's nothing but empty fields on the other side? What do you think is going on in this video? On October 14th, 2009, two people reported seeing a large triangular object hovering over the hotel they were staying at. The pair quickly informed the authorities about the strange sighting, and soon after, two mysterious men dressed in black suits arrived at the hotel, specifically searching for the witnesses. This footage from the hotel's lobby security camera captures the moment when the men entered the building. The men requested to speak with the guests who had witnessed the event, but staff informed them that the guests were no longer at the hotel. The staff members who interacted with the men described them as being extremely pale with no eyebrows or eyelashes, and they said that the men looked eerily identical. One female staff member even said that their hair appeared fake, as if they were wearing wigs to conceal baldness. Additionally, the staff member noted that both men had unusually large, deep blue eyes, and throughout their conversation, neither of them blinked even once. If you watch the footage of the two men entering the hotel closely, you can see that the man on the left seems to struggle with keeping his feet straight as he walks. Could the witnesses have seen an alien spacecraft hovering above their hotel? And were these the mysterious men in black who are often reported after UFO sightings? If so, were these men top-level government agents sent to investigate the case? Or could they have been extraterrestrials attempting to erase any memories the witnesses had of their ship? This eerie footage was captured in 2003 from the CCTV of an unidentified hotel. A hotel staff member was sent to check on screams coming from room 209, a room that was believed to be vacant at the time. As the man nears the door, the screams become audible in the footage. Another staff member's voice is heard advising the man to hold off on entering the room, as the police have already been alerted and are on their way. Despite this, the man chooses to enter the room. Moments later, a ghostly figure is seen leaving the room. Then, the lights begin to flicker ominously. When the man comes out of the room, he looks startled. He reports that the room was empty, but all the furniture had been turned upside down, the carpet was ripped up, and the shower was running. Was it a real ghost or just a prank? And if it was a prank, how can one explain the ghostly figure seen leaving the room? This footage started circulating around mid-2016. It shows a woman casually browsing items in a shopping mall when an item suddenly falls behind her. She turns around and places it back on the shelf. But as soon as she does, her behavior changes drastically, as if an invisible force takes control of her body. She drops her items and begins to convulse uncontrollably. After collapsing to the floor, two other shoppers notice her distress. As one approaches to help, the woman screams. By this point, the noise has drawn the attention of several more shoppers. She then releases another, even more intense scream. The screams seem powerful enough to push the onlookers back. As a man in black tries to restrain her, the crowd gathers closer. The woman begins to calm down, but suddenly lets out one final scream. This time, the force is strong enough to move objects in the store and cause the security camera to flicker. The other shoppers then help the woman to her feet and escort her out of the store. This bizarre video was captured on a road in Qingtai, China. As two wide vans approach an intersection, something incredibly strange occurs. The two vans are lifted into the air and pushed backward, as if a powerful gust of wind suddenly picked them up and shook them around. What could have caused this to happen to these vans? What kind of mysterious force has the ability to lift two heavy vans into the air so effortlessly? This popular mine exploration channel has hundreds of videos featuring a man named Frank who explores abandoned mines. In this video, Frank visits the abandoned Waldeck gold mine in Western Australia. It's important to note that the weather outside is very windy. As he explores the mine, Frank begins to hear a very strange noise which sounds like a mix of chanting and voices. Take a look at the footage.
Do you hear that? Sounds like, what, is that wind? I don't know if you can hear that on the camera. Do you hear that? It stopped. Well, I don't know what that is. That doesn't sound like wind, but that's crazy. Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes, but wow. I've heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is. So let's get out of here and head back out to the portal. That was weird.
Keep in mind that this was filmed deep underground, where the only expected sounds should be wind or maybe an animal. Frank considers the possibility that the noise could have come from birds, snakes, or bats, but he doesn't stay long enough to find out. He quickly exits the mine, so we may never know what was making that sound. What do you think it could have been? This footage was captured in November 2014 by a Chilean naval helicopter on a routine patrol, but it was classified for 2 years during which it was analyzed. No explanation has been provided for what exactly the object is. The pilots on board reported tracking it for about 40 miles and attempting to make contact multiple times, but received no response. They also reported the unidentified object to local radar stations, but none of them could detect it. The object didn't appear on the helicopter's onboard radar, even though it was clearly visible to the pilots and captured on camera. The UFO was described as being about the size of a helicopter, emitting a long trail of gas that quickly vanished into the clouds. The pilots were interviewed by investigators and stated that they were convinced the object was unlike anything humans had ever seen before. Despite years of analysis by the Chilean Navy, no explanation has been provided, or at least none has been released to the public. An office in Kolkata that appeared ordinary became the center of attention after CCTV footage showed several chairs mysteriously moving on their own. Located on Ramakanta Mystery Lane, the empty office witnessed a strange event at night. Take a look. It's late at night, and the office is completely empty. The video has sparked speculation. Some suggest a poltergeist is moving the objects. Others believe strings are responsible. However, I don't see anyone in the video who could be pulling on strings. What do you think is happening in this footage? Captured on the morning of August 17th, 2023, at 4:33 a.m., this footage reveals some strange events that have sparked debate among viewers. In the video, the homeowner is casually moving around their living room. Without any visible interference, a bag mysteriously falls off the countertop. Moments later, the unexplained activity continues as a chair shifts position, seemingly on its own. While many quickly label it as paranormal, others are searching for more logical explanations. Some viewers suggest it might just be gravity at work. Perhaps the bag wasn't placed on the counter properly, or the chair wasn't resting evenly on all 4 legs. What do you think is happening here? Let me know in the comments down below. Garden City police are having a slow night when they receive a call about a reckless driver on the streets. A cop car is dispatched to the scene, and what follows is an exciting high-speed chase. But this isn't your typical chase, as you'll soon see. During the pursuit, the suspect's car makes a hard left turn and seemingly drives straight through a fence. What's strange is that the fence remains intact right after the car passes through it. The chase comes to an abrupt stop, leaving the police officer confused about what actually happened. How does this car drive through the fence? It's a mystery. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified when a new video is uploaded. Thanks for watching.